What do they find? They drag prisoners lake. They find you by the banks with your jet black briefcase. You know those cigarettes, they're on fire like the smoking gun, all aiming high to salute you. What do you say to what you can't contemplate? There was a murder in the house and footprints at the gate. You know the millionaire's door married a swindler who then sank the old man's treasure chest. Oh, Prisoner's Lake. Oh, one last time, let's escape. Where's just you and I, Prisoner's Lake. Oh, one last time, let's escape. Where's just you and I. Where was I when they made their arrest? Was in the back of the cruiser, being forced to confess. I said, if you were me, wouldn't you wanna be getting a taste of the take? Oh, Prisoner's Lake. Oh, one last time, let's escape. Where's just you and I, Prisoner's Lake. Oh, one last time, let's escape. Where's just you and I. They found that one brother guilty, but the other one, you took him in. You cared for him, you loved him, you needed him like one of your kin. Oh, one last time, let's escape. Where's just you and I, Prisoner's Lake. Oh, one last time, let's escape. Where's just you and I, Prisoner's Lake. Oh, one last time, let's escape. Where's just you and I. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for playing it with Nickel today. We had a really good time. I really enjoyed your music. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Jeff Shelton, and I play music as the Mack, sometimes by myself or sometimes with others, but I call it the Mack.
And where did Matt come from? Just out of curiosity.
It's a name that's in my family. My granddad's name was Foster Mack Shelton, and my dad's name is Ronnie Mack Shelton, so I took it from them.
Okay.
And
All right.
that's where I get the name.
And now it sticks. All right. Why don't you tell me about when you first picked up a guitar, how long you've been writing, and that type of thing?
My dad had a guitar. He had a Sunburst Gibson acoustic, and he was very protective of it, but every once in a while I'd break it out. And, I think I started falling in love with music before then, but went to the guitar out of falling in love with music. And it wasn't probably until high school that I really started to concentrate. And then I got much worse in college. Should have been studying, but playing guitar.
Yeah, I got the bug. I noticed today you were playing 12-string guitar.
Yes.
Is that something you started doing recently, or have you always worked with 12-string?
No, it's something I've been doing recently.
Okay.
I had a 6-string. I used to use a setup where a 6-string acoustic, and the saddle broke on it. And I had this 12-string waiting in the wings, but I was kind of intimidated by it.
Yeah.
But by default, I had to start using it, and then kind of really got to liking it and like working with it.
Just out of curiosity, is it a lot more difficult to play a 12-string than a 6-string? I've never tried it. So.
The fingering is a little bit different, but you get used to it. The downside of it is if you notice a tuning problem, you got to go through twice as much trouble to get it straight.
Because you got twice as many strings.
That's right.
Let's talk a little bit about the new album you have out. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it, where it was recorded, and how long you've been working on it, the title and so forth. We're selling here.
The new album's called Lazy Bones, and I recorded it all in Louisville, but I did it in 2 different locations. Most of it was recorded above a funeral home.
Oh,
a friend of mine had a studio above his family's funeral home.
Oh, really?
So we did it there, and then a couple tracks were recorded at another studio in Louisville. And I've been working, some of the songs span a couple years, some being recent, some being more from the past. And with this album, each song was approached differently. Sometimes I had more than one person helping me, or at some songs it was just myself and another person contributing some instrumentation.
And speaking of instrumentation, we were talking a little earlier about your percussions and so forth. What other performers were on the CD besides yourself?
There was a woman named April Flynn who played violin, and a gentleman named Pete Townsend who played drums.
Okay. Not the Pete Townsend.
No, no.
I was going to say, I never remember Pete Townsend, the Who, playing drums.
No.
So he was a boy out of Louisville.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Another guy by the name of William Bartlett helped me play percussion, and a woman named Tania Sanders helped me sing. And then for bass and all that, harmonica, I did that on the
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, wow. So you're
Well,
talented.
I had to do what I had to do.
Okay, get the job done.
Right.
What's your approach to songwriting as far as picking topics and that type of thing? Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, you got to be open when it comes to songwriting. Sometimes the topics pick themselves. If you're messing around with the melody, sometimes the words kind of fall into place, and through certain words, you develop a song around it. Other times, you're inspired by something, and so the topic's already kind of there for you, and you make it fit into a song, structure.
Do you have a particular topic that you like? Anything particular that you like to?
Well, I think deep down I'm probably a romantic at heart.
All right.
So,
Okay.
talking about love and
Sure.
heartache.
Yeah.
But I think I also have kind of a darker side in the songwriting. So some haunting things, or a little bit.
Well, like the last song you performed today about prison.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about that, for example.
Just the topic, the song kind of wrote itself. The title's Prisoner's Lake, and it sounds kind of ominous and maybe like a place that's secretive or off the tracks. And so I wrote the song kind of around that sort of theme.
Okay. I take it, obviously I've seen on your MySpace that you're performing around the Louisville area. Are you starting to branch out into other states? Is that kind of what you're working on? I didn't know what's kind of your plan? What would you like to do?
Well, I think in general I just like to spread the music as far as I possibly can. This past week I was just in Whitesburg, Kentucky.
Okay.
And last year I did a tour that had New York in it, all the way down
Really?
to Alabama.
Wow.
So just trying to spread out as much as I can.
Good. And if anybody watching this would like to find out more about the Mack, what's the best way on the web to do so?
Well, you can reach me at the www.themackofgenerations.com or mackofgenerations@myspace.com.
Okay.
And then I also sell the new CD at cdbaby.com.
Okay.
So it's MySpace, the Mack of Generations, or CD Baby.
Okay. Well, hey, thanks again for
Oh,
playing,
my
coming all the way
pleasure.
up here from Louisville to play
it's
Wood
great.
Nickel today. I really appreciate it, and good luck with everything in the future.
Thank you very much.